So here is Sam's Club. This was a $20 big old thing. This should last us probably 2, maybe 3 months. It's not gonna last us 3, but one of these should last 2 months and maybe a week. What is that? 9 weeks, 9 to 10 weeks. So that's one of the things I picked up. I picked up this thing. This was, I'll have the price here for this amount, and I think it would have been cheaper to go with Walmart brand, but I did not want to make another stop, so.
Oh, I'm getting fatter.
Oh, well, don't drink all the water. We have 3 things of fruit, and there was strawberries, but I didn't think I would have the freezer space for strawberries. This, and then lastly, it's my one weakness, and so we picked up one of these. These are so good. And full of all kinds of nasty stuff. Oh, I knew there was one more thing. And then I grabbed this 2-pack of chicken. This is $1.18 a pound, and it's a 2-pack. And this is the cheapest I have seen. So that is Sam's Club. I'm going to go put this away, and then we'll get to Aldi we'll get to the Aldi haul. Long story short, we went to bed last night, and so now we had to pull everything back out.
Ladies here for the kitchen.
And yeah, I wanted to make, I may have forgotten 1 or 2 things, but we'll do the best we can. Alright, so here we go. I picked up this 4-pound thing of oranges. I believe it was $5.34. I will try to leave prices here. I have 2 3-pound bags of Granny Smith apples. These are our favorite, and my son recently has learned that he loves baked apples. He'll core them. He'll put them in like a pie pan with a little bit of water, and I guess core them, put a little bit of butter, a little bit of cinnamon on them, roast them for I think 20-25 minutes, and then eat the apple whole. He loves that. So wanted to make sure I had enough here for snacking and for that for you. No, who likes to have baked apples?
Dad?
Yep. Alright, I have some bananas here. These ones are about ready to, they need to be used. These are the best time to eat these, so if anybody wanted them now, they could. These are still a little bit green. I have some Brussels sprouts. These, I think, were $2.99 a bag, and they just sounded delicious. I'll be honest, a little Brussels sprout and garlic, and yeah. I grabbed this for my husband. This is a smoked oysters. I went to the fancy Aldi because it was next door to Office Depot, where I needed to go get, well, let me show you. So I had to go to Office Depot, I think it is, so they could bind this. The homeschool printing place printed this, and then I got it bound. And bound was like $12. Printing, I think, was about the same. So I have this for 2 students, and it was like in the fancy part of Fort Wayne. So if you are interested, yes, Home Depot can do this. And we have that. Anyway, but because I was at the fancy place, they had a little, it was actually interesting to me. The fancy place was less stocked than the apparent, like, not so good side of town. But they had different items that I couldn't get at the other thing of town. So it's definitely like played to the people in the area. So they had like these that I didn't see at the other one. And they had sardines, my husband's favorite, in water. So I picked those up for my husband. These were about $1 a piece. The semi-sweet chocolate morsels were $1.49. So I grabbed 3 of these. The mini semi-sweet morsels were $1.99, as was every other chocolate chip there. The milk chocolate, the white chocolate, extra dark chocolate. There was another one. They were $1.99, but these were $1.49. So that's cheaper than Walmart or any other place. So I picked up a few extra just to kind of put aside and whatnot. All right, then we have 3 bags of these chips. Somebody left a bag for somebody else, so I used it for that because I really didn't want crushed chips. I have one more thing of oat milk. This is up to $2.99. And one thing of almond milk to kind of get us through the end of the month. And I have 5 cucumbers. We're kind of low on the greens if you can't figure that out. So I grabbed some of that. This was in the clearance. This was marked $2 off. So I grabbed that. There is a plain goat cheese, a garlic and herb, and I think I got another plain goat cheese that my daughter is eating. So we're going to just tuck those aside. I grabbed one of these for her. These were $2.99, so not a great deal, but she had asked if I could grab one of those. I picked up another gluten-free loaf of bread, $5.99. Ouch. And cilantro. And okay, so my daughter is going. Oh, I did. I'm not. I was like, I'm pretty sure I bought 3, but okay. You know, not really in the best frame of mind yesterday. Well, I do have 3. My daughter is going to try and start a GAPS diet tomorrow. And I've got, I pulled out all the leftovers. We are eating leftovers for a bit. But I pulled out a turkey, the last turkey that I have to cook today, and we'll use the bones to make more bone broth. I still have some from the last batch of bone broth that I made. I think we have 2 jars still left out of the 7 that I was able to do. But I grabbed this one, and I grabbed this one just to keep on a shelf in case we are out of bone broth, because that's kind of a key element in the GAPS, especially when you're starting out. She's going to do kind of a gentle approach. I know that since she's since she's a teen, she would not be able to do just the exclusive bone broth for a few days and then go into kind of slowly, but we're going to replace at least 1 meal, maybe 2, with the bone broth and just like a gentle meal for the rest. Anyway, they had mushrooms, $1.49. I have never seen mushrooms so cheap before. So I grabbed 4, even though I still have like 1 or 2 still in the fridge. But I'm going to dehydrate these and just kind of have them as a shelf stable. These are actually my favorite, the Baby Bella, the darker ones. The white ones are nice, but I do like the taste of the dark ones a little bit more. We need more salad greens. I'm so excited. We have lettuce and spinach and all this other stuff coming up in the garden, and my son is currently out there planting more. So we'll have kind of like a consecutive, whatever it's called, of greens coming up. I'm so excited. But in the meantime, I am supplementing with this. We were, before everything happened, it's actually one of the reasons I went to Aldi. We were going to have a neighborhood barbecue where we kind of invited some of the neighbors over, and the kids could have hot dogs, and the adults could I'm not doing steak or hamburgers. I was just going to say, and the adults could have some, you know, like chicken thighs. Grilled chicken thighs are my one weakness, you all. I could live off of that forever. I love the grilled chicken thighs. But we're just going to put this in the freezer and put the whole thing on the back stove. I have been trying since moving here to do this, just to kind of build a relationship with the neighbors and just kind of have a time of community, for lack of a better word. And only when the weather's nice. Well, we moved here, COVID hit, and it just hasn't happened yet. So I decided this was the year to try to do it. And since my husband isn't here this weekend, he comes back the day after we were going to do this. I was like, you know what, then it doesn't conflict with anything that he has to study for or any of his stuff. We'll be good. I've got some neighbors that are really sweet and they look out for us. So anyway, that's just going to go into the freezer. I picked up these. I hadn't seen beef at Aldi in a bit, so I was like, hey, I'm going to grab some while I can because I don't see it that often. And then I grabbed a turkey. And we did kind of a freezer tour, and I still have 2 more in there. But again, I like to just have some on hand. And these can stay in the fridge for a long time. Look at that. So I just have them in the fridge, and if there's a day where I'm like, oh my goodness, I forgot to do whatever prep, just go grab a kielbasa, throw some rice in the Instapot. If I have any vegetables in the freezer, we just kind of throw them in there, and then that's a very quick lunch for when I don't plan very well. I have 2 of these. I have a feeling that a kid ran off with 1, but I grabbed 2. These are not cheap. These are, I think, $2.99 each. But I am making a huge batch of granola, and this was going to be for that. The slivered almonds that I got earlier this month, and this I was going to, you know, do that. I grabbed 2 more of these. These I grabbed for my husband, 1 of each. I actually didn't mean to grab the peanut butter. Usually when I'm grabbing something, I see this, and I see the peanut butter next to it, and I just grab 2. And then I come home and find out, oh, there's that. I did it last week with the chocolate chips. I was trying to grab the butterscotch, and I didn't, because I wasn't paying attention. Alright, this was a fantastic deal on chicken. It was limit 2, and there wasn't very much left. This was $1.99 a pound. I have not seen chicken under $1.99 in months. And it is $2.26 right now at Walmart, which is the next cheapest place I can find. However, Sam's Club chicken is $2.99 right now. And chicken's going to go up because of the bird flu. So I just picked up 1 for now, 1 for later kind of thing. I'll put some in the freezer. You mean there's like 2 meals here, 2 meals here. That's not going to get us very far, but I'm going to take what I can get, and I'm going to be very grateful. So I did grab 2 things of chicken. And I grabbed another thing of lemons. Because I have kids that love to put that in their water every morning. Just like their dad. I should be doing it too. But I'm not that healthy conscious. And in the morning I'm up and running. Coffee, y'all. Coffee. Alright. So that's the Aldi haul. I spent $125. That is not everything. I actually know. I've been watching something Willow Homestead. My fridge here, and she shared these egg wraps, which are a low-carb egg wrap that she eats low-carb with. Willow Homestead, she shares like food pantry hauls and then how she eats her dinners using food pantry. It's really fascinating. I'll leave her link down below. But she also was sharing egg wraps. Now, I did find the ones that she shared, but I liked these ones better. They were the same amount for the same price, but this had cauliflower in it, and I just liked the texture look of it better. So me and my daughter are actually going to try some of these, and I'm hoping that with a low carb kind of meal, they will work out well. I know not all of my kids will like that, but I did grab that as well. Okay. I think that's it, y'all. I need to put this all back in the fridge. Bagged these up for the freezer in the meal portions. That's why I grabbed 1 of these. Excuse me, 1 of those. And thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time. Let me end here by saying I've been working on a once-a-month grocery shopping trip. But as you see, it is April 23rd. I still had 1 week to go, but I did need to go to the grocery store, especially for produce. I almost made it to the end of the month. I will try to give the month's totals for our groceries at this point. I think we've still kept it under $700, which was the goal. But, yeah, working on that once a month definitely needs to be better planned. I will be working on just trying to make sure, okay, we have some for these weeks, some for this week, and that's kind of just the thing that needs to be worked on a little bit better but I feel like I'm getting there. 3 weeks. Alright, that's going to be it. I've got work to do. I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and adios.